Hi everyone, it's Kurt here again on this beautiful day. I love hiking, backpacking, as you are all aware. I love camping through the woods, and I love talking to you, the people of this world. It's apparent that we're going through a very rocky time in this world. And the polarity of this world is totally offset. It's not good or bad. It's a viewpoint. It's a viewpoint of each other. It does not make the one person good and the other person bad. It's different viewpoints of the world, which can ultimately become a yin and a yang, a positive and a negative. This world is a duality. Science, philosophies have proved it, but yet the heart is what matters. I see this world going through a very hard time now. This is a personal observation that I've seen, and I'm presently witnessing worldwide. The destruction of humanity, the destruction of civilizations, coupled with the destruction of nature that happen to be in the way. And I'm beginning to see a force that is unreckoning, a force that is so powerful, that is beginning to evolve because of these indifferences in this world. How do I see this? Let's talk about it. Many of us still enjoy nature. We still enjoy the natural surroundings of this life. It's incredible. Nature is absolutely beautiful. And we hope that our next generation will be able to have and to identify and appreciate nature as we have it, as we see it in today's world. It's such a beautiful place, Earth. The experiences of it, the animals, the nature, the evolution of species. And underneath all that, or above all that, however you like to put it, there's a force that moves within nature. A force that is recognizable every time you look at nature, but slowly vanishes when you look at the splendor of nature. Because it doesn't want you to, not it, let me rephrase that. You have to see nature for what it is, the brilliancy of it. And you don't want to identify nature with the spirit of life, what has created nature. You want to see nature as it is. Simple, unadulterated beauty. Perfect. But in spirit, again, when you look at nature and you begin to look deeply within nature, you begin to see that nature is what it is. It's perfect. And that perfection comes from a creator.
But you don't always want to think of the Creator every time you look at nature. No. You just look at nature, like a child. You're simple-minded. You look at nature and go, wow, gorgeous, beautiful. And it is. But when you look at the Creator, at the synergy of how it was all designed and created and put together, and how you and I can, quote unquote, analyze in our primitive mental mind how it was all done, we cannot even begin to comprehend of the intelligence that's created it. The molecular energy, the atoms, the electrons, the neutrons, the positrons, just the harmonics of life. The human mind can only understand so much, but then you have to, at its limits, and each individual has its limits. Each individual human being within their own mind and spirit has their limits. Of course, in spirit, we see everything if we allow our spirit to see. So that brings me to a present point in today's world, where we're going as a species, as an evolution of life. I see America presently going through a change. A change that we see that is, we've lost as a Roman Empire. Again, I'm looking at America on a whole, and how we followed, not me personally, but America, the country, from the fall of the Roman Empire. This country has been built upon that empire, and the empire is falling. And for those of you who know history can see that America is at a turning point. Either you assimilate or you die. I'm just cutting through the chase. If you are a philosopher and a historian, you can see the evolution of America. And this is presently what America is going through. The majority of humans on Earth who do not understand this cannot see it. They will understand it if they knew the history. But many humans, their lives are just too busy to analyze presently what's going through in energy form through the human civilization on this planet. They're just too busy. Life is too busy. Not saying they're not smart or they're not intelligent. They're just too busy to analyze. Or they just don't have the gift to analyze on that basic level. And it is basic. America is trying to become a dictatorship. Not that that's right or wrong. We see that dictatorships lasts generations. Every 4 years, everything changes in the present paradigm of American politics. And every 4 years, someone gives in their own personal ideas, concepts, evolution of how money is being spent, and the list goes on. Evolution doesn't happen that way. It can. But as busy as the world has begotten, a shift has to be made. And this is presently what America is going through. The empire. We're following, I can see it openly. We're following the other nations. We're following China. We're following Russia. We're being able to last not just 4 years, but maybe 20 years, maybe 25 years, maybe 50 years in leadership. That's how things can change into a specific dimension. There's always something to be learned by culture, society. Politics. Everything, there's so much to be learned. And this is presently what America is going through. Either it assimilates in evolution, or it dies. Meaning, the Roman Empire, as everyone likes to call America from England, it dies through the evolution of other countries and the way they run their country, and on the intelligence of how they rule their society, and on the backbone of freedom. In America, freedom can kill. Too much freedom. Evolution doesn't, or I should say, evolution tends to slow down because too much freedom gives you too many options. You can't focus on just one specific thing. That's a limited mind and a limited view. And we see it. Those of you who can see, you must have a free mind, a free spirit, so that evolution can be its best. If you stop that and you rely on a dictatorship of a country, of a nation, you will progress tremendously in a specific focus, thought process. What you also diminish in that is the evolution of ideas, thoughts, concepts. Imagine the human mind being only guided on a dictatorship mind. Yes, you can grow and evolve and become phenomenal. But the parts of the axons and synapses within your brain, they're trained and they evolve to only think in a certain way. The creation and the ideas and the evolution of concepts, they tend to slow down the other parts of the brain. And within a generation or so, the creative mindset from that specific species dies or de-evolves. Is this the way we want to go? Well, these are the crossroads that we are presently on here in America. And it is for those of us that know and see, it is not a healthy way to exist. Let's go on a hike. I'm gonna go that way. Let's go over there. This looks like a dog. A small dog with canines. Oh, well, looks like a pig. You see how the teeth comes out? You see that? So I would think that this is a pig. A small pig. And here's the other end of the skeleton. Or the head mass. Yeah, you see how pronounced that ridge is? Along there? Yeah, it was a small pig. Yeah. Small pig. So that tells me that there are feral pigs running around here somewhere, which I knew that automatically. Being in Florida, in this specific region, yeah, there are pigs. Oh, what's that? So as we were saying earlier on, it's not a matter of where we're going as a human civilization is. It's a choice. And this is what civil wars are designed for. It's if you agree with it, you're free to voice your opinion. If not, you're then I guess you're complacent or you agree with it. But I don't want to get too much into that. What I would like to get into is the United States of America is approaching, we literally are, because this is brand new to us, we're approaching a balance. The balance is whether we want to go left or we want to go right. It's a balance. And hold on. Test 1, 2. Yep. I was making sure that my camera works and my volume works so you can hear me. But America, presently, we're going through a phase in our time where either we speak up, we don't speak up, or we just go along with what's presently going through. And I'm afraid for many, there is going to be a speaking up, meaning violence. And for many, it would be a complacency of, whatever happens, happens. I have no power. My life is short. Who cares? Overall, that's the end game of their thought. Even though they don't want to admit that, is who cares? I won't be here in the next 50 years, 100 years. As long as I can eat, sleep, feed my family, I'm set. Let them deal with what's going on. I won't be here. And then there is a militia mindset of humanity where it is, hell no. I would let them discuss that in 200 to 500 years. But for right now, this is not where I want my children, my family, at present, the direction that I choose for them to be and grow in. This is not how I would have it. And like the human cell, every human cell is different within the human anatomy. Everyone's philosophies are different from one another. So, it all varies. It all varies how you think, how you analyze life, how you focus your thoughts on life. But there's one thing, before I let you go on this video, I would like for you to be aware. Don't give up, whomever you are, male or female. If you can find food for the day, through a friend, through a colleague, through your environment, if you can find a roof over your head for shelter, take it. Nothing lasts forever in this world, and nothing was guaranteed. It's just the human experience. This is what we're learning. This is why we've come here. To learn, to grow, to understand the concepts, to mature. But, not but. I was about to say the word but. I would much rather choose the word although. Let's go there. Although, there is one thing I would love for you to know, and I would love for you to fully grasp and to understand about this world that we live in presently. Whether you're young, whether you're old, whether you're male, whether you're female, as a human individual, have no fear. Have no fear. Don't fear anything in this world. Nothing. Don't fear anything. Don't fear death. I'm going extreme to the extreme level. Don't fear death. Don't fear losing a relationship, whether you're male or female. Don't fear the possibilities of, my goals were not met. Been there, done that. Personally, because of offsets in my life. Don't fear. Don't fear what someone thinks about you. Because at the end of the day, no one will care. In 100 years from now, no one will know who you are. Don't fear. Focus on you, your life, now, your energy. Evolve. Escape this life that we think is in the now. It is in the now, but the now is limited. It's fleeting. It's within seconds, milliseconds, and it's gone. Don't fear. Be yourself. The vibration of life will always live in perpetuality. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. In perpetuality. In other words, your energy will consist of who you are forever. But on a physical level, in the existence of now, it is just that, the existence of now. But the energy that has created you to be who you are in the now, that energy and your residual energy will create a new generation of brilliance. But remember, enjoy the now. Experience it. It's absolutely phenomenal. Live in the now. But the now will change. The now will evolve. The now will die. In other words, pass away. But the residual energy of that nowness will create the new future. So don't live for, does my mom, does my dad, does my brother, does my sister, do they love me? Does my friends appreciate me? Yeah, all that's important in the now. But in 100 years from now, who will know you? Who will know your relatives? But the energy that you have given to them in the now, that will be the existence that they will be living then, in their now. Be yourself. Be positive. Be of good light. And have no fear of who you are spiritually as a person. No matter what anyone says, you be true to yourself. No matter what's going on presently in the government and everything else, nature will always find a way. Be true to yourself and absolutely have no fear. No fear of death. No fear of being different. Be yourself, but be good. And being good is the key to life. The key to harmony is being yourself. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go for now. And remember, I'll talk with you really soon again. Bye-bye.